This is the Hello World Podcast.
And of course, I have a bias for sports. I did not necessarily excel in sports, but I love playing sports.
Yeah, but you were a sportsman all your life, yeah.
And I played different sports, and that's why I really see your value. You are a winning, not just athlete, you're a winning coach. And then you've transitioned to helping leaders also use the same principles. Coach, maganda bang training ang sports? Kasi nag-cite ka na ng mga statistics kanina, no? Athletes, no? Maganda bang training? Pwede sigurong i-infuse yung training ng isang atleta or ng isang coach pag ikaw ay leader and you want to succeed in business.
Very much so. And yun nga yung that's the gist of our corporate athlete or our business athlete program. Yun talaga, how to train out of the Mamba mentality, di ba? Or how to train like an Tiger Woods or Roger Federer, di ba? So they are very skilled, they're athletic, they have some prowess, but what people don't realize is the hours and hours of effort and training and resources that they pour behind being kasi iba yung a lot of athletes train but the special athlete, the real good ones, they can perform at their peak at the most crucial time, pag clutch time. That's where they're able to perform. Yun
Kaya may clutch player, coach, di ba? May clutch player talaga.
Yes. Kasi nakikita ko yun, we have so many players ang galing sa practice. Ang galing sa practice, di siya mag-miss, walang mali sa practice. Pero pag game time, nagdi-disappear. Ganon the organizations. You can imagine, di ba? At in crisis. That's why they're calling it now, this pandemic, we call it the CEO moment. Ito talaga nasusukat. Sino talaga ang, who are the CEOs, the leaders who can really step up and make their mark and make their value. So,
I mentioned that because sa sports talagang you don't resist with the new game plan Tanggap mo kaagad kasi babasahin mo lang yung play ng kalaban tapos check. But why is it that in business or in teams, konting change ng process, konting tweak ng ganito, and people, even leaders, no? Leaders will say, ano ba yan? Bago ng bago. Not really embracing agility. Have you encountered a lot of that?
A lot, yes. Diba? And they will say, no, we want innovation, we want change, pero konting ano lang, ayaw nila. So, parang, ano yun, di ba? So yes, that's why it's very important that we teach the growth mindset and we make people realize that if you're a fixed mindset, you cannot be agile. You have to have that growth mindset talaga. And that in fact, and ang importante sa growth mindset is understanding that difficulty is part of the process. Kasi fixed mindset individuals, pag nahirapan ng konti, ayaw na. And essentially, ganun yun, di ba? Yan na naman, kakagawa lang natin to, bago na naman. Bago na naman. But, ganun yung punto
Sa sports, pag bago ang play, you don't have time to complain kasi if it's the last 3 seconds, yun na yun.
Especially when we play in international competition. The way we train and prepare for Croatia is very different from the way we prepare for Argentina. It's completely different. The way we play Korea, ibang-iba sa the way we play Iran. Completely different. Wala mang very few similarities. So you can imagine the level of agility that's required. That's why in my talks, I have a 10-second video of an actual game where talo na talaga kami but we found a way to win. So I call it 10 leadership lessons in 10 seconds. So yun, we really showed the value of agility and resilience. Yung akala mo talo ka na pero nanalo ka. So and a lot in my team talks naman, we watched the last 3 minutes of the Korea game. So and we get the lessons from that.
And I did my research too, Coach. Sabi nga nung coach ng Argentina daw, since you mentioned Argentina, no? That the one thing na nahirapan sila sa Gilas is that they cannot read you. Tama? Hindi daw nila ma-predict kung ano ang gagawin nyo. I think it's because of that. You prepare differently for different competitors, no?
Because normally, gano'n, papanoorin mo yung previous game, di ba? Before we played Argentina, we played Croatia. So, akala nila, when they scouted us, ito yung game plan gagawin ng Pilipinas. Pagdating sa kanila, ibang-iba yung ginawa namin. So, that's just, that's a great example of agility that, and that's why I think my role there was just to have a very agile, open mindset, and then to convince and to inspire the players to have it as well. But in the end, it's the players who do it for them to be able to execute it. Ang hirap nun. Di ba? Dali naman magplano, magganyan. But the execution, that's where you separate really the men from the boys.
The powerful parallelism between sports talaga. Actually, in any area of life, no? Sports in life, sports in business, no? Sports in learning and development. There's a lot that anybody can really learn from just engaging in sports. So it builds character. And now all of this, really fascinated and looking at the framework now sa YouTube video.
The one thing that sports builds that you cannot get anywhere else is resilience. Because sports teaches you how to accept defeat, how to bounce back from a loss. Hindi mo matuturo yun eh. Saan mo matuturo sa eskwela yun, di ba? Or sa mga anak mo, how can you teach that, di ba? So unless they experience what it means to come back from bone-crushing, nakakaiyak na talo, yung ginawa mo lahat, you tried your hardest, you put in your best 100% effort, natalo ka pa. Worst is sometimes may game na you did everything right, and then nagkaroon lang ng masamang tawag ng referee, or there was just a bad bounce, a bad break, and then natalo ka because of that. Ang hirap magkapit. But sport, you have no choice. You have to accept it and you move on. And that's the greatest way to build and understand what resilience is all about. Your ability to bounce back, to always recover.
And since we're talking about resiliency, you already mentioned earlier your failures as well, and perhaps the worst is getting fired from coaching jobs. This is Louis Banta of LJMB. Thank you for watching my video. To watch more videos like this, click subscribe and hit the bell icon below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and share it to others.